He got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time. This story time is short. It's short. Anyway, so let's get into it. Yes. The phone call. I don't know how many story times that I have told or how many times that I have said, and maybe a top Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know how many times I have said this, but to reiterate, while we were in high school, we have older dudes. We had older dudes waiting because, as I told y'all, when y'all see me go home for the festival, we are chilling mostly on the double lane road. We had older dudes waiting on the double lane road for us to get out of school. I'm going to give y'all some free game because I know without a shadow of a doubt there are some men who look for the younger girl because it's easy for her to control. She don't have no money. You're telling her like, I'm teaching you some things, etc., etc. Whatever, sweetie. It's control. It's control, love. It's control. Yes, I know. He may have money. He may be more mature than the young boys. Baby, no, it's control. He gonna pump you full of babies so you can be his slave. Anyway, it's about control. And I'm not even gonna say like older women don't get bamboozled. They do. There are some that get bamboozled, but they mostly like the men who specifically prey on the young girls. Like, it's weird. Weird. Like, people who are way older than you, and now that you have grown up and they're now in your DM, they're now in your inbox. Like, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's very weird. Warning signs is you're gonna be pretty when you grow up. You're gonna be a heartbreaker when you grow up. Because do you know? How are you assuming that? I be like, oh, you cute, oh, he a handsome little something, but how do you? Anyway. All right, so I've had a plethora of coaches. So for the people from my hometown who watch this, I don't even know if you can figure this out. Anyway, but there's been a plethora of coaches. Plethora of coaches that have come through. Plethora. And so this one particular day, like, this was during the time when my Facebook was popping or whatever, and I'm at my mom's house, and I don't even know why I'm at my mom's house this time. I don't know if I'm visiting, I don't know if I'm there, but I do remember I'm at my mom's house. And so there was this, I don't think it was a group, maybe it was a group, I don't know, but during this time, it wasn't called Messenger. It was called like your Facebook inbox, and you would see an icon, but it wasn't like a separate app for you to check your inbox. Like, you could just go to your inbox and you could check it. Most of the time, I would be checking my inbox, or you could chat, but most of the time I'm checking my inbox. It's literally like there was no way you could call, even though people who call you on through Facebook, like, I think that's the weirdest. Like, why do you have the option to call somebody and then y'all be calling people? You don't even know this person and you be calling them. That is weirdest to me. Anyway, why would you call a total stranger? Like, they not even responding to you and you calling. What the? Anyway, I don't remember if it was a group or what. I can't remember, but I do remember, like, it was like I don't know if it was like reminiscent or it might have been like the numbers game, because it might have been during that time when everybody would play the numbers game, or it would be like the color game. Basically, you inbox somebody a number or a color and you write as a status what you think about the person, like that, right? And so I remember, like, and then it was something where it was like it wasn't necessarily a GIF. It was more of like a picture or a video, because that didn't come to Facebook until like later too. But it was more of like, how do we know it? Like, they would do like the status of how do we know each other, and you would have to drop down like a picture or something, right? And so there's one specific girl. Do I want to get her name? No. This one specific girl, she was like, how do we know each other? And I dropped down a picture. And she started laughing because she was like, girl, what? And I think she kind of took it offense from it at first until I explained what it mean, and then we just bust out laughing. So anyway, after that, like I told y'all in Facebook Stalker, I do not check my DMs often. I don't. I do not check my DMs. I don't check my DMs on Instagram like that often. I don't check my messages on TikTok like that often. I don't check my messages. My messages messenger on Facebook is not even on my phone. I don't even check it often. If I'm checking it, it's because I know I started a conversation or I'm having a conversation with somebody. But I do not check that often. I don't check it often. Like me, it's like, if it's something important or you need to get in contact with me, you should have my number. If you don't have my number, you shouldn't even have a problem. It shouldn't be nothing. You shouldn't even be dialing nothing, like nothing. That stuff in every app is blocked, well, except TikTok. But TikTok, you don't have the option to call. Instagram and Facebook, that stuff is blocked. Anyway, so I got a notification, but again, not paying any attention, especially when I see, you know how like the stuff will pop up, and because I'm checking my farm. I'm checking my farm. So you know how the stuff will pop up, and then especially if you don't have a profile picture, baby, I'm really not paying no attention because you're a scammer. You up to no good. Because you ain't got no profile picture? Why you don't want people to know who you are? You a troll. Not feeling it. So anyway, so I didn't even pay no attention, no mind, no nothing. I'm paying attention to my farm. So it popped up again. And then when it popped up again, like I said, you can see it during this time. It's like a chat. Like a chat will pop up. Like the screen, like the mini screen will pop up at the bottom of your screen. Like it'll be like boop, like it'll pop up. Especially if you have it where you're active. You have it open there. So at the time, like I have it open, but I didn't know. I'm not paying you no attention because I'm on my farm. I'll get to you when I get to you. And so like it popped up again, the same person, like it just like the male head, like when there's no profile picture back then, it'll be like a male head, like the robot face where it's like, the eyes, the little nose, and you can tell like it's a male head, because the female have like the little flip. Anyway, so it popped up again, and it was like, so you ignoring me? And I'm like, who is this? So again, I don't respond, because when you're doing stuff like that, again, it's a control factor. And it's like, if you want me to respond, that's definitely not the way to go about it. And I keep saying I'm going to make a video of the pros and cons of what SAing has taught me. I'm going to get to it, y'all. It's just, I got to be mentally prepared to do it. Anyway, so I'm definitely not responding, because you're not going to rush me to respond to you. I don't even know who you are, because if it's an emergency or if it's something I need to know right away, you should have my number.
Hello, friend.
So if you don't have my number, clearly it's not an emergency, and then I don't even know who you are, and then you ain't even got no profile picture. So anyway, popped up again. And it was like you really ignoring me. He was like, it's important. And then you put in your number. So when you put in your number, the number was the area code of my hometown. So I was like, hold up. So I opened up the chat window to full screen so I could see who is this. And then it was like, hey, how you doing? Haven't seen you in so long. You really ignoring me? You really are ignoring me. It's important. Here's my number. Call me. So I respond, who is this? Because the name is not a name that I recognize. And so I was like, who is this? And they was like, oh, you know who I am. Trust me, like, call me. And I was like, no, you're going to have to tell me who this is. And so they was like, this is one of your ex-teachers. Now, mind you, let me make it very clear. The stuff in the situationships that y'all have going on with y'all teachers are cute. Y'all teachers are fine. So I can see where people, kind of giving y'all a side eye sometime. And then sometimes students really not, they don't really be into their teachers. Baby, during the time when I was in high school, there was absolutely not one teacher that I wanted. Not one. I'm not even thinking about a teacher at this point in time because I'm being essayed at home. But even if that was the case, I'm not thinking about one teacher. There was a rumor going around about a student and one teacher. And that teacher was not even attractive to me. To me. Not my business. Not my business. I don't even know if the story was true or not. They said it was. I don't know. Again, not my business. When I heard the story and I'm looking at the teacher and I'm like, why? Because, again, there was absolutely no teachers that I was attracted to. None. So when you said this is an ex-teacher, I'm like, what could be so important and why you in my inbox? And then on top of that, why you ain't got no profile picture? Because ex-teachers, you would think, would have their picture up, especially for students. And there's certain things teachers can and cannot post anyway. You can post your family, but there are certain things that teachers can and cannot post. Y'all still be hard on teachers. Teachers be fine as all get out, and y'all be like, oh, you can't dress like that because my husband be on your page looking. Well, baby, that ain't the teacher fault that she fine. You need to check your man. Or the teachers who be doing OnlyFans. She there to teach your kid, especially if they're in elementary and kindergarten. Your child don't know nothing about them OnlyFans. How did you find out that teacher is on OnlyFans? Because that child don't know nothing about OnlyFans. But then again, it's a new age because y'all little churn. Anyway, so I was like, this don't make sense. This not making sense at all. And I was like, there should be no teacher hitting me up and nothing that's important. That don't make sense to me. And so it was like, no, I promise you it's important. I was like, what ex-teacher is this? And so you threw out the name. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, what? Okay. And I was like, what would be important? Now, mind you, I had heard things about this teacher. After I left school. Heard things about the teacher. Not with students, but just about the teacher's private life. I had heard things about the teacher. So it was like, what is it that we should talk about? Like, there's nothing that needs to be discussed or that's important, especially from my end. There's nothing that's important. So I was like, yeah, this is not even making sense. And so it was like, no, please, like, call me, it's important. So I call from my mom's landline. Because you're not getting my cell phone number because none of this whole situation is not making sense to me. None of it is making sense. So I call from my mama's landline. And I'm like, what's up? Like, what's up? This teacher said, I just knew you was going to be beautiful. I said, excuse me? He said, I just knew you were going to be beautiful. I could tell you were going to be beautiful. I said, so you mean to tell me you was watching students while you were supposed to be a safe space? Like, I'm at school. What you mean you knew I was going to be beautiful? What are you talking about? Well, you were already a pretty girl, but I just knew you were going to be a beautiful woman. I don't even know how to take this. That's literally what I'm saying. I was like, I don't even know how to take this, because to me, this is not a compliment. At this point, this is weird. This is very weird. And I was like, what is important? Oh, it was important for you to call me because, like, I want to get to know you. Like, I want to take care of you. Huh? Huh? I was like, I'm confused because aren't you married? And there's this long silence. There's this long pause because I guess you assume or I didn't know the information that was already going out about you. Because there was some information going on out and about you and your situation. Aren't you married? And this man said, well, as of right now, that's what's the word? Not under construction, but what's the word? Damn. More like that's under review right now. Like that's pending right now. And I was like, that don't make sense. That's stupid. You're either married or you're not. And so he was like, no, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm married, but we're going through some things. And I was like, oh, okay, well, go through them things with your wife, because there's nothing that we need to talk about. And I was like, and truth be told, again, you saying these things means that you was watching me as a kid. You were my teacher in high school. You're watching me as a kid. That's weird. Weird. So once you got the vibe that I wasn't feeling this whole conversation and that it wasn't coming off as you thought it was, I guess, as sexy or as attractive, you was like, oh, okay, well, don't tell nobody that I called you. I said, clearly, because you don't have a profile picture and the name on here is somebody I don't even recognize. Well, I just wanted to let you know, I just knew you were going to be beautiful. I said, stop saying that. Please stop saying that. That's weird. Anyway, so that's the end of the phone call. But I just wanted to say that, I wanted to make this its own separate story time. And I told y'all it was going to be short. But I'm saying this to the women or the young girls who do watch me. Sweetheart, that's not cute. You may think, oh, because I'm pulling an older man. No, sweetie, it's a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup, my love. It's a setup. You have your whole life ahead of you. You haven't even scratched the surface of living. So if he's doing that, baby, he's grooming. He's trying to control you. That is disgusting. No grown man should be looking at a kid. The reason why he's coming to you is because there's an opportunity to control you. Most women, as I said, older women who done been through the game and who done recognize stuff and who actually listen to other people and other people put them on game, they realize this ain't it. And sweetheart, I saw it firsthand. I saw a classmate go through this. When I say there were older men waiting for us to get out of high school, waiting for us to walk across the street, to get in the car, to let me show you what a real woman does. Let me put money in your hand. Them young boys can't take care of you. Them young boys doesn't know what to do with a young woman like you. How beautiful you are. They don't know how to take care of you. I can take care of you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. It's a trap. I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life, and I'll see you in the next one. And he never contacted me again.